What does that say about the rest of Canada? What does that say to the thousands of families who buried their children because they were lost to a toxic supply or to an overdose situation? What does it say to the rest of Canadians that their lives don't matter?
That's NDP leader Jagmeet Singh talking on Wednesday about the Liberals' plan to exempt small amounts of illicit drugs in BC from federal criminal drug laws.
As of
the announcement was made Tuesday in Vancouver by Minister of Mental Health and Addictions Carolyn Bennett. NDP MP Gord Johns says the exemption doesn't go nearly far enough, and the whole country should be covered.
We know incrementalism kills when it comes to the toxic drug supply crisis. We know that the current patchwork across Canada isn't working. Yesterday, we heard another announcement of further patchwork in Canada.
The NDP MP adds the existing drug crisis is hitting Indigenous and other racialized groups hardest.
I mean, the stats are pretty clear that in my home province of British Columbia, it's 5 times more likely to die if you're Black or Indigenous. In some cities, it's 8-fold. I just did a 12-city tour to stop the harm, to talk about my bill. And I was in Saskatoon, where, in Saskatchewan, they went from 169 deaths in 2019 to 464 deaths last year, more than double in 2 years, and over 50% of the deaths were Indigenous people.
The NDP also wants to see criminal records for small possessions of illegal drugs expunged.
As we know, the criminal justice system disproportionately impacts racialized and Indigenous lives, and to have that record expunged would be in the spirit of reconciliation, in the spirit of the disproportionate incarceration of Indigenous people.
Johns put forward a private member's bill that would have seen drug decriminalization expanded to all provinces and territories, but that bill was defeated in the House of Commons on Wednesday, with most of the Liberal caucus voting against. Fraser Native, APTN National News, Ottawa.